What's going on? I live here, and they keep calling the police on me.
You got your ID?
Yeah. See? And every time, do you have your ID? Like literally the other time, the 4 times, I have a whole page dedicated to this.
Got a damn good show. We haven't checked out the Hodge twins in a minute, actually. And I would like to check out this one right here.
Yo. Now, I don't think this country is systemically racist, but there's some racist people out there.
It really is. But it's okay as long as you just let people know. Look, hey, I don't like you. I'm racist. Okay? All right? Is that cool? Conversation over?
Yeah. Just because it's not systemically racist doesn't mean that there are people out there that treat certain groups of people differently from their own group.
And also, people who are inside of the chat, since y'all are here, could y'all let me know which view is a little bit more pleasing to you as the someone who watches these types of videos? I would love to hear that. I'm gonna change up the view a couple of times until y'all let me know which one is your favorite, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, we all have our biases. Yeah, white people have their biases, but black people have their biases too. See, black people think they better than everybody. Think they perfect.
Yep.
Because white people make mistakes.
Yep.
Only white people make mistakes. We make them all the time. Yeah, so this is black. Even more prevalent than white folks. That's why our prisons are.
Yep.
Hey, Kev, hey, what? Spitting facts over here. Hey, so this is black dude in Georgia.
Dropping bars.
Right? He out there fishing. I wish I could meet this dude, man. Go out fishing with this dude, man. Yeah. Think his wife be in the background, his girlfriend? Yeah. Sound like good people, man. Good, clean, wholesome black folk. Out there by the water fishing, man. Yeah, man. They gonna go home and clean him and fry him up. Make some collard greens, some cornbread. That's good times right there, man. Some macaroni and cheese. Yeah. Put some hot sauce on that fish. Not that Kraft macaroni you white people be eating. I'm talking about that real
macaroni. They got like 4 or 5 different cheeses baked into them bad boys.
I'm just joking, Dave. What you talking about, man? Kraft macaroni and cheese, that's real. That's real macaroni and cheese. No, man. It's white people style macaroni and cheese. They took it, boxed it, and put it in the store and made money off of it. That's capitalism. What you talking about? That's the American way. that ain't no. It's real simpler. You got to do all this extracurricular. You clean your nose, man. You got some stuff hanging out your nose. Yo, rotten nose, nasty mother. Anyway.
And he just take it. He's just like, look, that's just big brother talking trash to me. What else can I do?
So this is black dude. I guess he moved in a white area, a nice area. That's a smart move. And for some reason, the white people keep bothering him. Like, that's a nice problem to have. I can deal with Karen. I can't deal with them. I can't deal with ducking, having to, hide and save my life. Bullets flying. It's a nuisance. It's a problem. What, Karens? These Karens, but hey, man, that's a damn good neighborhood watch, you ask me.
I mean, Karens are annoying. Karens don't mind their daggone business. That's all that is. I don't think people have an issue with people being Karens. It's just that being a Karen is somewhat of it's like, why are you in my business? Like, stay over there. Mind your own business. But sometimes it's necessary because they prevent things from happening that ordinary. If somebody knows that there's a snitch in your neighborhood, they ain't gonna do a whole lot. They're gonna do whatever they're gonna make sure that person at least is nowhere around whenever they doing whatever they about to do.
Could be worse. Could be in a black neighborhood and they come up to you trying to act all friendly and they rob you. And say, hey, man, you out here fishing? Well, I ain't gonna even get into that. Let's show them the video. Okay. Here's the first video. Yeah.
Hello.
How are you? Good, how are you? You guys residents here? Are we bothering anyone? Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Sorry? All right, well, this lake is supposedly for residents only. So, thank you for filming. I'm not giving you permission to film, so.
I mean, but if he's already filming and you come over there telling them to, trying to figure out who they are and if they live around the neighborhood. You know what? I'm gonna let y'all know this right now. Y'all might think that I'm a snitch or a sucker for this. if I'm paying for, for all of the amenities in my neighborhood, I'm paying HOA, I have a house, I'm paying mortgage, all this other stuff, and we have a lake that you can fish. You can fish in the lake in our neighborhood, a little, quiet lake. If I've lived around the neighborhood for a long time and I haven't seen y'all around there, I'm gonna wonder why you on our lake. That's ours. You know what I mean? This for the people around here. Now, was she wrong for approaching them and saying something about it? I don't know. I would say she's wrong just for minding their business. But I understand why she did. But I don't know if she did it because they was black. But I'm sure we're gonna get into that.
She's not.
Okay, picture of your license plates and forward it on.
What?
Hey, so y'all hear what I go through, right? This the third person. I'm in my own neighborhood, and a white person came.
He's in his own neighborhood
And bothered me while I'm fishing. Another white person came and bothered me while I'm fishing. This is the third time. She's like, oh, no, I'm not giving you permission to film. This is my phone. I can film and do whatever I want. I study the law. I study the law. Thank you. I'm sorry. Hey, don't leave now. Do you want to say, hey, do you live here? Where you live? What's your address?
Where do you live?
This is unbelievable.
Where do you live? Why?
What's your name, by the way? Because at the next meeting, I'm definitely going to mention you.
Her name is Karen.
Wait. Matter of fact,
Wow, they said her name is Karen.
let me turn this phone around. Let me go ahead and get yours.
Well, that's gotta feel uncomfortable. You living in your neighborhood, you fishing, you ain't bothered up. Hey, excuse me, do you live here? Yeah, that is kind of, it's kind of demeaning. Yeah, I mean, it would trigger me. Yeah, I mean, seriously, but if that was me, hi, I'm Kevin. I live right there. That's my car. Nice to meet you, man. I just moved in a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I know, I understand.
And it would be that fast. Like it'd be that simple. But I do want to point out, the brother did point out, this a third white person, the third white, and that's the part that causes a problem. Who gives a damn if they white or they black or they African, they Asian, who gives a damn if they white, yellow, black? Who cares? This is the third nosy ass person around this neighborhood who came up here asking me, nah. And as a matter of fact, I'm the type of person too, where, yeah, I'll get annoyed after a while, but at the end of the day, I ain't gonna try to put you on blast for it. I'm just gonna make you feel as uncomfortable as you make me feel. If you're making me feel uncomfortable, like, are you guys, do you guys live around here? Or you don't get your ass away from me.
And you don't see me. Yeah. But you have people who come here fishing all the time. They don't live here. Yeah, I get it, man. I live here. Yeah. The name is Terrence. Well, I don't know his name. I just try to come up with a black name. You look like a Terrence.
He said his name is Terrence.
But should you be nice in that instance when somebody's? Yeah, I would. Yeah. Because it sounds like it's a nice area, and the only people in that area, probably it's got HOA, and only people, it's like, you got a person approaching you with a bias because you might not be, they're not familiar with you. Yeah. I mean, you was kind of dark, so.
Yeah, you black as hell. And I'm guessing that by his whole party, everybody with him are also black because there's a crew of them. There's at least 3 I heard in the background. I heard at least 3, so that means about 3 or 4. So he just letting them know, look, that mindset that I get it. He's annoyed. Like, stop. Who? For real? Really? And then with everything going on in the country, everything going on in this world, man, he's going to automatically go straight to the thing that he think it is. Race is racism.
I mean, what do you expect white people to, man? It's a dark person over there.
He's dark as hell.
I don't usually see that. It's not common. No, but it's not typical to see a dark-skinned person fishing by the water. But it's racially insensitive. Yeah, it is. I agree with you, Keith. But some stuff like this happens. I'm going to show you the next video. It's a bug. He's all kinds of people's called. Look at all these white people coming up there. They all calm. Yeah, they professional, though. Yeah, they professional white people. They're professional Karen. Here's the next one.
asked earlier, you can say, where do you live?
Hold on. So, whoa. Time out. So he was there earlier today asking them questions. He left and came back and said, I was asking y'all earlier, where do you live? Bruh, this is why people get beat up for no reason. This is why people get beat up, man.
I was told not to talk to strangers.
Association board.
You hear what he said? Yeah.
I'm on the association board. So there you go. He's on the association board, but he's been messy. He need to understand that there's a better way of doing this. I guess they're used to checking people whenever they're at the lake. This is probably not the first time that they seen people over there, and they was like, "Yo, y'all know them? Y'all know them?" They probably talk like on what? Through text, through email, through phone calls, any of that. And next thing you know, they'd be like, nah, what about the cars that's out there? Is a blue car? Is it this car? Is it that car? Have y'all seen that around the neighborhood?
It's a private lake, so if you live in the neighborhood, all you have to
Introduce yourself. Who are you?
I am John McCollowitz.
That's good to know.
John McCollowitz.
Where you live?
I live right down here.
Where? What street? What's your address?
Okay.
Say that again.
What is it?
I'm not telling you anymore. You got it the first time. You got it on tape. You're recording it.
We
so
got
I'm
it the
sure you
first
got
time.
What do you?
it. And where do
All
you
right.
live?
Where do you live?
I told you.
Okay. That don't mean
And
I
where
gotta
do you
tell
live?
you where I live. Who does that? Break into my home.
Hey,
I don't know you.
Well, you
police
asked
officers
why should you break into mine?
Oh, well, you should.
and gang warden. This is the man right here that's harassing us.
See, that's the thing. Personally, I would tell them, say, yeah, I live here. I live right down off of such and such. Yeah. Just tell them where you live doesn't say, okay, good, I'm gonna go rob you. I mean, that's not how it works. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You can de-escalate the situation. They're not familiar with who you are. You have the proclivity, the inclination that they're coming up to you because you're black and they're racist. Well, that's why they're coming up to you. Maybe they're just concerned residents. Look, let me tell you something.
Maybe they actually are racist. Maybe they actually see black people over there. What are black people doing? We said in our last meeting, that in our homeowners association meeting, that only white people can fish over at that lake. Who knows, man? But at the end of the day, this is stupid. Why do people keep on coming up to this dude? And he gonna record them and talk about them all.
If you watch the first 48 and you watch the news, okay, you see all these black people doing these horrible things. What if there was a bunch of white people you seen all the time? Look how black people look at white cops because of one white cop. Y'all blame all white.
That is true.
Y'all generalize all white
That's
cops
true.
based on one cop's behavior.
Period. When we see them lights, get afraid. Be very afraid is what a lot of people have, man. They get afraid as soon as they see the lights. They think it's going to be a racial situation. He's absolutely right. So if what's being showed all over the internet is black people doing crazy things, and those things are going viral in certain communities, and then you think about the music of choice that the young black folk who's doing these things in these videos listen to, is almost like the music tells you or gives you a blueprint of exactly what we're talking about. It like confirms that this is our mindset and this is what we're about to go get into. And unfortunately, that's all people have to judge sometimes, because we think that people know a little bit more than they don't. Sometimes they only know what they see on this internet or hear through the radio waves, and that's it. And that's what they think y'all act like. So if they see y'all over there at they damn lake and that's all they've been looking at, they probably think y'all about to start some trouble. Y'all about to have a little cookout, a little fish fry right there on the grass. Hey, chop it up to ignorance. I mean, the reason why they ask them questions in the first place is because they don't know something. They don't know if they live around here. They don't know, you know what I mean? They got questions about that. He just introduced himself as the director or somebody for the homeowners association.
Right. Look how we are portrayed on the nightly news, first 48. Yeah. These people see us as animals. Yes. Yeah, a lot of them do. Because they're just human. They're gonna make assumptions. They're gonna be biased. Yeah, they're human just like you. You made assumptions about white people, calling them Karens. Yeah. They make assumptions about black people. Yeah. I mean,
immediately, you heard that, right? When they made the assumption about they was calling them Karens, calling them white people, white people, white people. You hear that? When there's 3 white people in a row came messing with us. 3 white people came messing with us.
Why don't you just, personally, I guess I'm a sellout Uncle Tom. I'm like, oh, yeah, my name's Keith. Nice to meet you. Yeah, we live here. We are members of the HOA too, just like you and everything. And we just out here fishing. We just actually moved in an area, but we live down here off of Pebblestone and Rhinestone. Yeah, the big white house.
Yeah, I got the biggest house on the street.
Yeah, with the whatever.
Nah, but what he's saying is true. But here's the thing too. There are certain black activists, or not even activists. You ain't even gotta be an activist. It can be anybody who feel like they're way more for the culture than you are for the culture. Sometimes when black people give too many, like I'm too friendly to the white people, I'm answering too many of their questions when I don't have to. That means you're too agreeable and you're not a part of what they need you to be a part of, the mindset they need you to be in. So with him saying, yeah, my house is way up there. Yeah, I stay in the biggest house down there. He's just joking when he said the biggest white house. But he's just saying that he would rather take the friendly route than to take they're assuming this about us, because that messes up the whole vibe. As soon as you decide to allow the vibe to change or the direction of the emotions to change, then your whole afternoon is done. I'm certain that they were still out there fishing and having a good time, but it was ruined because they allowed it to go the negative way. They allowed it to say, man, why these white people keep messing with us? We can't even have fun out here. The white people, white people, white people. It could have been another way they could have handled that. That would have been, They would have ended up having them white people laughing like hell. And like, man, this is like the 3rd time somebody came over here and asked me this. Y'all haven't seen me in none of the daggone functions around here. Make sure y'all invite me next time. I'm right down the road. I just now moved down here. Telling and if y'all have a conversation somewhere and the 4th is thinking about coming over here, please tell them not to. All right? Y'all done it already. All right? We're trying to fish. Matter of fact, y'all want to fish? Like, it's certain ways to handle things. And sometimes people just go straight to the negative, straight to the pessimistic, straight to the throwing jabs at people, straight to the judgments, straight to the everything that's negative. And then we have this. We end up talking about this again. Are y'all tired of talking about race? I'm certain a lot of y'all are. But the reason why we keep on talking about it is because it's on people's minds. Who knows if the people that walked up to them was racist? Who knows? Who knows? But who knows if they just seen too many things happen, or they've seen trash left over there by the lake, and they want to make sure that they're active in their communities. Obviously, dude said he's in the homeowners association. Who knows what the other people were part of? But yeah, let me shut up.
Yeah,
but I can understand from that point of view. White people come question.
You know what it boils down to? What? White supremacy. Well, me, I don't believe in race. I think it's a social construct that divide us and keep us. We all the same people. I mean,
hey, you know what divides us? Behavior.
Yeah, it does.
Yes,
on both sides.
On both sides, that's what divides us.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, if it wasn't no such thing as race,
no, you still be like, yep, there's some of them darkies here.
What?
If there's no such thing as race, they're gonna call you darkies.
Oh, look, it's a pale face over there.
Oh, it's a
I heard about those people.
He said, "Oh, look, it's a pale face."
I mean, you still gonna have names for groups.
Yeah.
This is another video.
Well, you gonna get arrested?
Yeah, they need to take him to jail.
Yeah, he ain't identifying himself. And who these black people think they are? Just come here and move in here. Don't tell nobody who you are. You can come and fish in the lake.
But this is the thing. Like when black people come up, when they come up, got a chip on the shoulder.
Yeah.
See, you white people gotta understand this. They're like, I made it. I done moved out the hood. I'm living with white folks.
He's joking, but he's not. If y'all are supporters of the Hodge twins, conservative twins, if y'all are supporters of this, understand that there's truth in every last one of their jokes, and there's a lot of truth in this one. Certain people from certain neighborhoods or from certain communities, all right, namely the black community, come up with chips on our shoulders. We do. And it's for some of the things that it's for things that have not a goddamn thing to do with white people. But it's like, oh man, I finally got a reason. I got a reason to be upset now. Because if they don't believe anything, they're gonna believe racism.
Then y'all treat him like a damn criminal. So they're gonna have a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah.
But he could have de-escalated it.
Got that George Jefferson mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time you see white, no, look, what you want? I live here. I pay rent just like you.
Just as good as you.
know, all that
I'm
damn
just as
George
good as
Jefferson
you.
act.
You got all that George Jefferson act.
All right, but the cops show up, and based on the narrative that
You know what have made this really funny?
What?
If the cops would have showed up, guns drawn, about 6 cars out there, got the lights on. Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
I'm like, man, these cops racist as hell.
Now that would have been uncalled for. That would have been uncalled for like hell.
We got a fishing, everybody. What you doing fishing, boy? Get your ass on the ground. That's not what happened. Here's what happened.
And they called him.
White man, come
Like again. This is the 3rd time. So I'm getting famous off this by now.
But what's going on?
I live here and they keep calling the police on me.
You got your ID?
Yeah. See? And every time you have your ID. Like literally the other time,
Yeah, as soon as
4 times, I have a whole page dedicated to this. And so here we go. Again, I live here and people don't think I live here because it's a nice neighborhood and they want to bother me and harass me, so they call the police all the time. Insane.
Now that explains why he's annoyed. If he can't enjoy his own space, like this is my space. I've been living around here for a long time. I mean, what's good? I'm enjoying the amenities that obviously nobody else is around here enjoying. If they were, then it wouldn't be a space for me to sit right here and do what I'm doing. But I'm doing it, and now I'm being, and you know what? If this happens time and time and time again, especially in a space where you're supposed to feel comfortable, you're paying mortgage, you're all these other things, then you will have more of a chip on your shoulder for these type of situations. And based off of his experiences, he can surmise that he believes is racist, because if it's all white people, time after time again, if he's saying that this is not the only day it's happened other days, and it's always been, he's going to feel like this thing is racist, bro. Like, what's going on? I can't even enjoy my neighborhood. What's up? Like, I can't even, and that's the part right there. Sometimes when you go jogging in your neighborhood, or you go walking in your neighborhood, or you go riding a bike in your neighborhood, or something like that, you got to always have your license with you. I don't feel like when I'm outside playing basketball or cornhole or whatever, and I just feel like taking a walk in my neighborhood just to enjoy my surroundings, yo, I don't want to go in the house and grab my wallet or I don't want to do that. And it's unfortunate that sometimes you might come across a situation where it may get to the point where a police officer is called, and now I got to give you my ID. Thank God for my personality, because I'll tell you one thing, I done talked myself out of some things before, but I would be a little annoyed, but I would also, and it's also depends on, the posture of the cop. Like the police that just now came up to him, he seemed like a cool dude. He's laughing, he's walking up to him like, man, what's going on, man? Like, can I get your ID? I need to settle this. I've been getting phone calls. Listen, I know, I get it, man. And I don't want to bother you. But at this point, I understand that it might have gone back and forth. You had some words with people, and it's contentious at this point. So I am here to make sure that everything goes the way it's supposed to go. And hopefully after he see that he lives in his neighborhood, he go back to the people who called them and he cussed their ass out. Stop messing with people at the lake. You don't know everybody, clearly. Now they think this is a race issue because all of y'all came together to come down on this guy and his crew down there at the lake for not living around here. And he actually does live around here. Yeah, as a matter of fact, y'all owe him an apology. Yeah, so Those type of things. Communication, man. When things are messed up, left out, and mixed up, man, everything can go to sugar honey iced tea.
Hey, Kevin, I bet you the white people call the cops. They over in the weeds like this. You know they're out there looking. They're like, carrying in the bushes over there. Look, they showed up. Cops here. Watch, you gonna take off running. What? He lives here? Well, there goes the neighborhood.
There goes the neighborhood. We got to find a way to move out. They're here. How did they found us?
But you could have avoided the cops if you just, hey, my name is Gerald or Gilbert. I live right here. You know, introduce yourself.
Yeah, actually, you
might have could have made a couple new white friends.
Hey, actually, when the cop asks you for your ID, unless he suspect you of breaking a crime, of committing a crime.
Yeah,
I said breaking a crime, committing a crime.
You sound like a you said that.
Yeah.
If they suspect you of breaking a crime.
The only time they can legally ask for ID is when they suspect you of committing a crime. Got to talk white.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Breaking a crime. That's dumb nigga.
I think he might have to identify himself because there's a suspicion that he's trespassing and the cops are being called. So I think he does have to identify.
But why is he?
But he wasn't breaking the law. He wasn't trespassing.
Yeah, but
that was just suspicion because.
Why? Because he's the only black person in that neighborhood?
Yeah.
I don't
I don't think he has to identify himself.
I personally don't think so, but
He don't have to identify himself, but here's when common sense comes in. You just start thinking about the whole pie, right? You consider all parts. Where could this go? How far can this go? How far am I willing to take this? Like, is this the hill I'm willing to die on? All right? Those are the things, man. Like, you got to consider. I'm ready to get on with my day. I'm fishing. You know, we having a good time. At this point, they called the police on us. The last couple of times they didn't call the police, but they came out just with the same annoying BS. Like, who is that guy? Who is that guy? That's why I'm glad that in my neighborhood, there's only one truck that looked like mine. No, it's not. There's another dude with a truck that looked kind of like mine. But still, man. Sometimes it's better ways to be. You can be more approachable, and like the way that the Karens approached them, it could have been a better way to approach those people at the lake, letting them know, yo, I'm really not. If I was on homeowners association and I knew that there was an issue around the neighborhood with people coming over there and fishing, and us not knowing them, I would lead with that. If that was a concern of mine, me as a neighbor, that's what I would lead with. Just to let you know, just to put your guards down. Put your guards down. This ain't no race issue. This ain't no class issue. This ain't no me judging you or anything like that. Like, per history around this neighborhood, what has been happening is people have been leaving trash right here. People have been coming around here from other neighborhoods and just riding on our grass, messing things up. And I haven't noticed you around here. It's my bad. So you are a resident, right? Yeah, I'm a resident. Okay, good to meet you, man. I stay up here. Hopefully I see you around when we have some functions. Nice meeting you. My name is such and such. That's how it should go. Excuse me, but did you know you're not supposed to fish around here if you're not a resident in this neighborhood? You know what I mean? That's already accusatory. That's already assuming that somebody isn't from the neighborhood, but you didn't come off friendly. You didn't like let them know who you was and your purpose for even being over here. And that can touch people the wrong way. And no grown person feel like they have to answer to anyone if they're not in the wrong. If they're not in the wrong, they're like, look, just leave me the hell alone. I'm doing my thing. Me and my family enjoying ourselves and you messing it up. That's usually how people will respond to somebody if they feel like the person approached them in a certain type of way, or if they're already a negative Nelson or negative Nancy who just want to start some sugar honey iced tea and blame it on something else like biases and culture differences and race and all this other BS. But I teach the rest about some common sense in my book.
You did with what you did with the cop? Yeah. You should have did with the other people and say, look, my name's Ronnie. I live right down the street here. I moved here or whatever. And how he's going to get the good content for TikTok?
Yeah.
He getting famous over this.
He's got a good thing going.
He got.
I ain't identifying. I'm getting all kinds of hits.
He's
from
got
him.
antagonized.
Yeah.
I don't talk to strangers. That makes for great content.
Yeah. But you know that there is a thing that people, white people, calling the cops on black people for the most random, stupidest things. You know.
Well,
it happens.
This one neighborhood I was renting from before I moved.
Yeah.
Number of white people.
Yeah.
And every night around 3 o'clock in the morning, there's a bunch of kids come in, breaking in people's cars.
Yeah.
Take a wild guess what race they were. Yep, you guessed it.
Hey, man, y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know about this right here in the comments. Love y'all. See y'all in the next video. Peace.